Okay guys, I hope you are doing well. Let's practice the naming of alkynes. Okay, I have 3 questions for you to practice. Okay, the first question is this one. You have this organic compound, we are going to name it. And the second question is this one. You have this organic compound. And the third question is this one. You have this organic compound. Okay, we are going to name them. Let's start with question 1. Okay, in question 1 you can see you have the triple bond, so this is the functional group for alkynes. Okay, remember, this is the functional group. Okay, before we can name this organic compound, you need to number your carbon atoms in such a way that this functional group is located on the lowest possible number. Okay, so you must first identify the longest continuous carbon chain that contain this triple bond. Okay, so both carbon atoms which contain the triple bond must be included in the longest continuous carbon chain. So the longest continuous carbon chain can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you can see you have 7 carbon atoms like this and 7 carbon atoms like this. So let's take the simplest one, which is the straight one, this one, and this is going to be our branch. Okay, now we need to locate this triple bond on the lowest possible number. So this is our parent chain, the longest continuous carbon chain, this one, the straight one, and this is our branch. You can see if we start from right, the triple bond will be on carbon number 4. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we start from left, the triple bond will be on carbon number 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see that. So the lowest possible number will be obtained if we start from left. So this will be carbon number 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and this 7. So now the triple bond is on carbon number 3 and you have a branch on carbon number 6. So you give the priority to the triple bond, not the branch. And remember, the triple bond is a functional group for an alkyne. Okay, now we can give this organic compound a name. Okay, so we need to write down first the name of the branch which is located on carbon number 6. So you have 6 like this, and on carbon number 6 you have a methyl group. This is a methyl, right? And you have this parent chain which is made up of 7 carbon atoms. So you are going to use the prefix "-eth", right? Like this. Remember from the table, I told you to memorize this table. So when you have 7 carbon atoms, you are going to use the prefix "-eth" for the parent chain. This is the parent chain. It is made up of 7 carbon atoms, "-eth". Okay, you use the prefix "-eth". And now you need to locate your triple bond, which is located on carbon number 3. So you are going to have 3 there, and you follow it by the suffix YNE, right? YNE, like this. Okay, so this is the full name of this organic compound. It is 6-methyl eth 3-ine. And remember to always have hyphens between a number and the letter. Always between a number and the letter, you must have hyphens. Let's see question 2. This one, you can see you have this triple bond, which is the functional group for an alkynes. Okay, let's identify the longest continuous carbon chain which contain the triple bond. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or like this 5, 6, or like this 5, 6. Okay, so let's take the simplest one, which is the straight one, this one. So you are going to have this and this as our branch. So now we need to number the carbon atoms so that we can locate the triple bond and also locate our branches, this one and this one. So now the numbering, will it start from left to the right or from right to the left? Let's see. If I start from left, it will be 1, 2, 3. The triple bond will be on carbon number 3. But if I start from right to the left, the triple bond will be on carbon number, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Again, you can see the triple bond is on carbon number 3. Okay, so which one is the best way? You can see either way, from left to the right or from right to the left, the triple bond still falls on carbon number 3. So now you can see that you have branches, this one and this one. In this case, you need to give these branches the lowest possible number. So we are going to start from right because the branches are very close to the right. So you are going to give this carbon number 1 and this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now let's name this organic compound. We have to start first by writing down the name of the branches. Remember, you have two branches, this one, and this is a methyl group, and this is also a methyl group. They are located on carbon number 2. You can see that. So you start by writing 2,2 because you have two of them, like this, 2,2 because you have two of them. And then you need to use the prefix di when you have two of the same thing. So it will be dimethyl. This is a methyl group. When we have one carbon, the branch is known as a methyl. So it will be dimethyl. And now the parent chain is made up of 6 carbon atoms. You can see that. We are going to use the prefix X. You can see. So it will be X like this. And you need to locate your triple bond, which is on carbon number 3. So you are going to have 3 there. And then you follow it by the suffix YNE because you are naming an alkyne. So it will be YNE like this. Okay. Always make sure that you have hyphen between a number and the letter. Always hyphen between a number and the letter. So this is how you name an organic compound like this one that you have in front of you. Okay. And remember, the numbers are telling you that on carbon number 2, you have a methyl group. And again, on carbon number 2, you have another methyl group. And on carbon number 3, you have a triple bond because this is an alkyne, right? Okay, let's see question 3. This one. This is a semi-structural formula and you don't have any branch in this organic compound, right? And you can see you have 2 triple bonds, this one and this one. So this is the longest continuous carbon chain. Okay, now let's do the numbering. Should the numbering start from left to the right or from right to the left? You need to give the numbering in such a way that the first triple bond is located on the lowest possible number. If I start from left to the right, the first triple bond will be located on carbon number 1. You can see that this is carbon number 1 and there is the triple bond and this is carbon number 2. You can see the first triple bond is located on carbon number 1 if I start from left to the right. But if I start from right to the left, the first triple bond will be located on carbon number, let's see, 1, 2. You can see it will be located on carbon number 2. So 2 is greater than 1. So you need to give the triple bond the lowest possible number. So we are going to start from left to the right. So this will be carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's name this organic compound. You don't have any branch. You just have a parent chain made up of 7 carbon atoms. When we have a parent chain made up of 7 carbon atoms, you are going to use the prefix ept. So it will be ept. And then you need to locate your triple bond. You have it on carbon number 1 and also on carbon number 5. So you are going to have 1, 5 like this, right? And you follow it by the suffix YNE. But before that, you need to use a prefix, this prefix, because you have 2 of the same thing, a triple bond there and a triple bond there. You are going to use di like this. So it will be di. And then you follow it by the suffix YNE like this. So this is the full name for this organic compound, right? Okay, this is all I have provided for the practice on naming alkynes. Okay, please remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new content for you. Okay, see you next time and take care.